Hey, what is up? We are live. We are here with Steve from Fanspeak and with Lutz, and Coolers is on his way, I believe. So, uh, how's everybody doing?
Doing good. Best
Excellent.
Chilling.
ball season is live, like it's a good
Yeah,
time.
yeah, it's awesome. Like this draft was like the least exciting thing we could have possibly had. I mean, none of the teams that had big holes took the elite players. A lot of like some of the players that I know, a couple of us like. I know Lutz like Zachariah Branch, but I know you and I didn't. But he got like there were two teams that could use an elite slot receiver, and he landed in one of those two teams. And like he has to be draftable now.
Yeah.
Like he's just a good pick now, uh, regardless of if you like the talent or not. So uh,
Spoiler, he's on my risers.
yeah, yeah, is he? He ended up at 11 for me, honestly. Like him, Antonio Williams didn't make the cut, but they were close. Like there's so many. Like I don't know about you guys, but I was having trouble like cutting down the risers. And I was having a hard time finding enough followers.
Hmm.
Like I don't know about you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I have some of each. Like I said, I told you before we started, like I'm still finalizing my rankings. And just to clarify, because I know we talked about this a little bit, we're talking risers versus opening ADP or where they were pre-draft.
I was looking more like uh, from the pre-draft contest to
Okay.
now,
That's what I thought. I just want to make
and
sure because some
and
ADPs have already wildly changed.
and
Yeah.
my right, yeah, and like Jeremiah Love's ADP is 31,
Yeah.
which is not going to hold, but it's there. Like I think, I was like, I think he's going to be mid, like to the early third. PPR Tyler and a couple other guys, like and I think it was Austin Shine's, like absolutely not. It's like that's where I'm going to have him, and he started lower than that. And I thought I was going to be bearish on him.
Yeah. Me too.
So I actually got a start just a little bit ago on stream with it was Jonathan Taylor, Kenneth Walker, Jeremiah Love.
That
It's
was your
like, all right,
start?
yeah,
That feels good. I haven't
yeah.
been
It's
able to
like
do that in a couple months when Kenneth Walker was going
right,
late.
yeah, exactly. But let's say hi to chat. We got Mike Rob here, Tom Rage, debate 3/4 of the host of the host, and the other one has a sister who scares me. So we got Pepper Tony, we got JT, we got Megatron, and he saved it with Lad. Yeah, it was an okay team. It wasn't like elite, but uh, so like as we know, like ADP, the higher up it is, the more a couple spots matter. So like I'm weighing that in as well. So do you guys want to start with like players you love or hate?
I'm
Like
fine either
do
way.
we want to do one and one?
Uh, Lutz, whatever you think. I'm good either way.
I was gonna say I'm good either way.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's start with, so like one thing I did for me at least is whenever I basically did the followers in groups, because like as I said in our group chat, if we say Marvin Harrison and Michael Wilson, like, and then all the other players on Arizona, like that's
Yeah.
the entire list. If you just throw in them and then all the Tennessee wide receivers, right? So like that could be the whole list, or we could group them together because and basically do like what players really hurt
Sure.
different things. But so my first, the one that I liked the least was Arizona running back. Obviously, like I mean, talk about getting nude. You have Rico Dow, not Rico, Tyler Algier. Like get an okay landing spot, and it's like and James Conner restructured, and that's a theme from the draft. Like the people who restructured contracts, they, they got replaced.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like
What are they
everybody.
gonna do with Connor? Are they gonna drop him now? Like,
I don't know. I
I
have
mean,
no
I,
idea.
I think maybe you could trade him, but the agreement to get him to reduce his deal guaranteed him money for this year. So they lowered his overall cap hit, but not as much as if they had outright cut him. But by doing so, they guaranteed money. Now, I think I'd have to look at it. It's guaranteed in a way that they could still trade him and save a little bit more, but I don't think they just outright cut him.
Yeah, and like I don't know like what they're gonna do. Like Trey Benson, complete dust, like like beyond dust.
Yeah.
And like I don't even think that Jeremiah Love was a good pick for the team. So like, I mean, their running back room is the highest paid running back room in the league. I think it's $60 million. Jeremiah Love, I believe, is the highest paid running back in the league right now. Let me double check that. But go ahead and let me know, Lutz, who's your top faller? Or I mean, if it's the same, it's the same. It's all good.
Nah. I still like Love. I mean, at pick 30, 31, or
like-
whatever he's going at, I'm going to take him all day.
And I mean, I guess I should rechange this to backup RBs. Like
Yeah,
the
backup
non-
RBs.
Algier, Connor Benson. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's kind
still
of what
think
I meant.
I still think Algier has value. Just at 87, where he was going is,
Yeah.
of course, he's going to drop to like what 145, 150 ish, and I'll be taking him there. Like he has a lot of contingent value. I'll still take him.
Oh, if he's there, so far in the drafts I did today, he was going like 120-ish. And
Okay.
I still think that's a little rich, but I agree with you on that. Like, yes, and for some of the guys that I'm going to mention, there's a price point that I'll take them. Don't get me
Exactly.
wrong.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just, you know,
Yeah.
not anywhere where they were going.
My first
So-
guy is Olave.
Olave, huh?
I felt
All
like
right.
he was a little too expensive to
Right.
begin with, and then, getting Tyson over there, he has to drop somewhat, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
Yeah,
you could group Juwan Johnson in too, because Juwan should probably drop a little bit too.
I mean, you could. I mean, if you want to add Juwan later, you can. I do think that they're pretty dissimilar though, because Juwan's got a completely different role, and like I don't really think that Jordan Tyson's going to affect like what Juwan Johnson does that much. Anyway,
Wasn't he used in the slot a lot?
Let me.
I thought Juwan was used as like a lot in the slot last year. I might be wrong though.
I think
Let me-
so. I think Tyson's playing outside.
Yeah,
I mean, Tyson
yeah,
can
Tyson-
play inside. But
Tyson, like that's why Tyson's such a good fit for Kansas City, is because like he is a true X.
Okay.
Like that's why. And like Olave can come inside, and like I think that those two, I do think Olave should drop, and I put him down on my ranks, but like I didn't put him way down either.
No, what is he going? I think he was at like 30 something in
Yeah,
the new
like
underdog rankings.
right, and he was around the middle of the third, and now he's at the back of the third, which is where I thought he should go. But it feels like this feels like a situation though to me, like Drake May opened up at 37 or whatever in big board season, and then he went to 70, and he's a value, right?
Right.
Like in the rooms I'm seeing, like Olave just keeps falling. So like I think we're gonna have a pure value here pretty soon. Like whenever it's him versus like some of those guys in the middle, like him versus Ladd, like are you taking Ladd or are you taking Olave? Like I mean I think that could be a close call, but like you start looking a little further down the board, Mike Evans and those guys. I think Olave is pretty clearly the guy there.
Yeah.
But I was also higher on the Saints anyway. So how far do you think he should fall?
Top of the fourth, like 37-ish, 38, like right around there, and I'll take him all day.
Olave down, Juwan up. What is the guy hiding under his big ass headphones? Is he an alien? Maybe he does like Kyler plays like ass Murray.
That's got to be Mike Robb, right?
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Steve, I mean, it's Steve's inner thoughts. It's
Yeah.
Steve.
Cool. I got you, Mike. I got you. I see how this is going to go today, huh? I'm just waiting
Yeah.
for Peppertoni to chime in with him.
He already chimed in with that. So
It's going to be a tag team.
yeah, but no, I agree that the Olave price is not great anymore, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, and I put that in the wrong column. But what do you got, Steve?
So mine is Arizona, not the running backs, but Trey McBride.
McBride.
I think it was always a tough price, but you're adding Jeremiah Love, likely more of a run focus. Overall, I think all the pass catchers are priced wrong on this team. They're priced too high. But Trey McBride, I think, makes it really, really tough. We just saw this a year ago. Elite rookie running back with an elite young tight end. Didn't really work out great. And Bowers' injury was an issue as well. But they also know, wide receivers for the Raiders. Here, Arizona does. So I just think it's going to be very, very thin for McBride to finish as like tight end 1 or 2, which he basically has to do to even come close to paying off his ADP. And I think you said it when we were on stream the other night, and he should go behind Loveland. And I actually truly believe that.
I've been on that for a long time. Like if Brissett's not the quarterback, he should go behind Loveland.
And there's that factor also in play.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why we'll see a lot of Arizona on my list. And part of it's that I don't like Carson Beck. But
sure.
we'll see how wrong I am, because I'm probably wrong. That's how this usually plays out. So back to the running back thing. So these are the contracts right now. Jeremiah Love, 53 million, 13 average. The next highest is for less years, right? But he's getting 13 average per year. Saquon and McCaffrey getting about 20. Derrick Henry 15. Walker. So Kenneth Walker, who just won Super Bowl MVP and hit jackpot in the free agent market, is only getting like 600,000 more than Jeremiah Love. Breece Hall on the franchise tag is only getting 600K, like 800K more. And then Jonathan Taylor, So, and this guy hasn't played a snap in the NFL yet.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't include the other two's contract, So, but that I'd look that up. So we'll go to risers, and I think Tony Pollard is probably the number one riser. Everybody was baking in that he had to hit the lottery of ended up going to a good team on top of he had to get cut or traded and it had to be to a team that like Washington, right? And that didn't happen. And then they addressed the trenches, and they also got a receiver, which we weren't expecting them to take one of those elite receivers. So the offense should just be better. They fully focused on the offense whenever they don't have any defensive weapons. So this could be one of those they're playing from behind kind of situations. Now, they're not any elite offense by any means. It's not going to be the Bengals, but they could be the Cardinals from last year, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Tony Pollard is my number one also. So
is it?
Yeah.
I had to pass on him at 100 earlier today because I went 4 RBs early.
Mm.
So, what do you got, Lutz?
I hate to admit this pains me to admit, but JCM. I think he's terrible. At some point you got to just give in. All right, he's probably going to get a bunch of touches. He had 175, 180 touches last year. Rodriguez had 112 that are going in the air. Rachaad White's going to get a bunch of them. I think Rachaad White should be on the list, but JCM, because he was dropping to 150, 160. He should probably be down to 110, 112.
Yeah, he absolutely post draft is moving up. That's where he's been going. But like, we're doing this from big board to now,
Yeah.
and like, the debate is, do you it's just going to be a big argument, like JCM or Rashad White. I personally think that Katron Allen was like the worst pick they could have made for JCM. Like, I think stylistically, like exactly what the kind of thing JCM does is good for Katron. Like, it's what Katron can replace as well. But he still has to win in camp. He still has to do all that stuff. So like, why not round 10, 11, JCM, Rashad White's double tap? Like, I think that's the way to play it right now. I think that's the way to do it.
Or even JCM and Katron Allen. So it's like
that makes sense. Yeah,
you're getting like probably Washington's more rushing role, and White handling more of the passing role. Maybe White ends up with a bigger role, but he's obviously done that before. But I don't think that's a bad way to play too, especially if you're paying JCM, like you said, around 10-ish, and then Katron Allen is going around 18.
Yeah, like he's only partially drafted. I do think that there's a lot of players that were drafted that like went to good situations, but they didn't get any capital.
Yeah,
and that's what makes this class feel pretty weird and pretty bad, right? So
yeah, no, it's very odd, and we will likely see those who hit to be more like the quote unquote break the mold guys. The Bucky Irvings, 4th round picks. Obviously last year, like Monangai, and to an extent JCM. So yeah, I mean, we'll just have to see. But yeah, we don't like the first 3 round capital doesn't feel great for a ton of people.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, but I've been pretty anti the JCM stuff, but like I agree. I think you do have to, like, at some point be like, you know what? I might have been wrong. And like, I still took like 4.5%, 5% of JCM earlier. Just because like, if they didn't take somebody, like, it was a value. And guess what? They didn't. And I knew they didn't have a lot of capital. I do think that like, if Najee is a possibility to land there to ruin all this down the road too. like finally get on board and then Najee signs, like, then we're just all mad, right? Everyone.
As a Washington fan, I can tell you it's going to be like Jerome Ford is the one who ruins it for all of us.
Faller Jerry Pooty. Went to the movies. No. Got it. All right, so let's go. Lutz, what is your next faller?
My next faller?
Yeah.
Well, I had Arizona backups.
Do that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we all end up with the same stuff, it kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of a lot of similar takes on the guys that fallen and the guys that are rising.
All right. What do you got, Steve?
So for me, I'm going to stick with the theme here and say Harold Fannin.
Yeah.
He was going like 75-ish and a little at the end of big board into the 80s. And Cleveland goes out and adds 2 receivers, both who, one in the first round, one in the early second round. Both have a big time ability to be target earners. I think Judy is also technically a faller, but he was going so late. I just don't think it's the same thing. Like, he's still draftable. It's just like picking 175 instead of 160.
That makes sense.
Where like to me, Fannin is the one where it's like, this does not feel good at all anymore.
I mean, Arizona backups are ass. Come on,
they are.
You may, that's a good point. Like, if you miss one, or like if you double up, take another shot if you have one.
Oh, I got another one.
Yeah,
Emmanuel Wilson.
Sure. Emmanuel Wilson. I figure the hate flows through you.
Yeah, we could have started with I should have started with the Fallers. I got a lot of hate in my body today. There's a lot of hate in my heart, especially
this
for
is
Mike Rob.
Mostly towards Mycroft. Manuel Wilson's a good one. He did not make my list, but like it totally makes sense. I've mentioned it, and Steve concurred that like Halani feels way safer, right? And Jadarian Price, like that's too much capital for them to not use him.
Yeah.
So I don't even like I don't know if Wilson's even really draftable right now. I know I put him at like 240, something like that. Like
I'm still taking him.
I nuked him. I nuked him.
I'm not sold on Price. This guy hasn't had more than 16 carries in a game his whole college career. He has like 15 total catches his whole college career. Like I'm not sold on Jadarian Price whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean he's got holes in his profile for sure. All right, so mine, I believe this is another grouping here. Sorry, Mike Rob. This is Mike Rob's boy, and like all of them, like Calvin Ridley, Io Manor,
DK,
and Chimeri DK. Like they're basically not draftable, and like Wandale to a lesser extent. Like I was pretty bullish. I was pretty positive they were going to go like maybe round 2 receiver, and like Love or a lineman in round 1. Like a defense or offensive lineman, and then round 2, an offensive lineman if they went, or maybe a receiver if they went offensive line in round 1, kind of thing, right? But they just took a wide receiver in round 1, and like Wandale, I thought was pretty insulated to be the wide receiver 1 on this team, at least the first part of the season, and that is not true. So Wandale has to fall as well. I think he should be 120-ish. I do think that the offense is going to be better. I don't know where you guys had him originally, but like he was going about 100, and that's a pretty big fall from like 100 to 120. So, and the other ones were going all 160 to near the end of the draft, and they're like, are you guys going to take any Calvin Ridley?
I'll probably take a little bit, just because I think he's most likely to be the third receiver right now. And we are talking a rookie. We are talking Wandale, who's had some of his limitations for sure. So, maybe Ridley can sneak in enough usable weeks to matter, but it's not going to be a major priority.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You got anything on Tennessee wide receivers, or are you pretty much over that conversation, Lutz?
I mean, I still like Io Manor. Like I liked him. I was taking him a lot pre-draft.
I liked him pre-draft too.
I didn't like DK at all. I wasn't taking him anywhere.
I took some DK before they signed Wandale, and whenever they signed Wandale, I stopped.
I was out on Wandale. He's ass.
Yeah. I mean, we know that Dable and Wandale knows the system, so we know that he's going to have a big role. Is all. Yeah, they did, I believe. Maybe we'll go. Where are they? Why can't I?
They're at the very bottom. They drafted. It was Pat Coogan late, who actually has
a guard here in the fifth as well.
I think Coogan actually probably has the better chance to start. I mean, he was really good at Indiana.
Yeah, he was. But yeah, they didn't really address it
right now.
But like, so the Tennessee offensive line is kind of a different situation as well, because like last year they weren't good, but they had a guy coaching them that had never coached offensive line, and down the back half of the year they did show improvement as a team. So like, I'm not going to say they're going to be great, but I don't think they'll be like the worst offensive line in the league or anything.
Yeah, I mean they have 2 former first-round picks. They just got to start putting it together.
Yeah. But all right, we got go. One of you guys tell us a riser.
You go ahead, Steve.
All right, mine is this. I kind of grouped together Raiders or receivers. I mean Naylor, Tucker, and Besh, but I thought they were going to add somebody second, third round. They added somebody like 6th round, like just I think it also helped Bowers, but not to an extreme like type situation.
People are out there saying Brock Bowers should be a first round pick now.
I don't agree with that.
Like,
But
I mean, I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying I heard it.
I think all Raiders wide receivers, they were going essentially like 160, 190. In pre-draft, Besh was like round 20 if drafted. Now they're kind of in the same area so far. I think they all need to move up. I mean, at least one of these guys is going to be well worth a top 140 pick, if not a top 120 pick. Particularly with Kirk Cousins here. Like, this is the other thing. Even it just raises the floor of these guys compared to, say, last year with Cam Ward, when it was just all thrown on Cam Ward and in a bad situation with a bad coach. Like, I like Clint Kubiak, and also Cousins has a history with Kubiak.
Yeah, and I mean, I was pretty out on Naylor, and he feels fine, but like Trey Tucker feels really good. They could easily be a team that signs one of these free agents, though.
Sure, but
like
until then, I think these guys are very worthy of being drafted.
I agree. They didn't make my list, but I did move all of them up. Like I said, it was a lot easier to find risers than it was to find the fallers for me. Because like the fallers to me were people that like I think I might have added Charbonnet. I can't remember, but like why is he at 120? Is the thing.
Yeah.
Like, why has he ever been at 120? Like,
I don't know why he rose. Like, that didn't make sense to me.
I don't know why he was 140.
Right. Yeah.
Tell me why they add a first round running back and he goes up, 25 picks.
Yeah. All right. So we'll go with my next one. And by the way, I don't even remember what order I have these in. The chalk, Jadarian Price. Like, they're going to use him. Like, it's not even much of a conversation. Like, he just has to move up. The thing is like, I think he's going to end in the 50s, and I think that's too high. Like, you won't catch me taking him over like Drake May and Jaden Daniels for like very often. Like, if you there'll have to be a wild situation for that to ever happen. So
yeah, I'm not wasting a 5th round pick on a kick returner.
Yeah,
I'm cool.
On a kick returner.
I'm cool.
I mean, he's like he's graded as one of the worst pass blocking backs coming out this year.
Yeah.
And he's never seen third down roll. And like, that's why I think Halani is safe. But like, I do think that like their offensive line improved last year, and they are a team that does want to run the ball first. So like it's one of those, like, I do think that them taking him in the first round is also like real bearish news for the Charbonnet recovery. Like, I don't think that they take him in the first, no matter what, if the Charbonnet injury was going to come back like week 7 or 8.
Yeah.
So like, I think that is like factored into this as well. All right. What you got, Lutz?
I got Pollard and Spears, but I got Spears more.
So the Tennessee tandem.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree that Spears should raise as well, but I'll push back on this one a little bit, because like Spears and Singleton are very similar. Like, I do think Spears should, like, he's fine, but like, and I do think the Singleton, like, I don't like Singleton as a prospect, but it is the same style of player. They did spend an okay, I think it was a 5th round draft pick on him.
Yeah,
it was
higher than Allen.
It actually wasn't super high. Like, it was 25th. But I do think a lot of these running backs ended up getting traded up for. But I think that this one was just a pick they stuck with. Like, they traded it beforehand, and then they stuck there and picked. But I can't remember for sure. I do, like, I want it to be Spears. I agree.
I mean, he was getting like 4 targets a game. He was catching a lot of passes last year. He was doing pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, every year whenever their RB1's down, he smashes.
Yeah, he just doesn't have any knees.
Yeah,
His knees are just shot.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like he doesn't even have an ACL, right?
Something like that.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Fine. Thanks, Mike Rob. Like, oh man, it made me think of Mortal Kombat, like Milia. I think of her name. No, Milia was a different game, Guilty Gear. But anyway, I'll start back over here. We're not to my third down here. We will go ahead and do that. RJ Harvey. I'm sure he's somewhere on your guys' list.
Yeah.
We'll get to it when we get to it. But like, man, RJ Harvey, like, as soon as the David Montgomery rumor came out, and then they signed Dobbins to a pretty decent deal, and then now they draft. A lot of people are out there, and like, it's very mixed around, like, everywhere. Like, does Jonah Coleman affect it? Does Jonah Coleman not affect him? They specifically went out and got a guy who could pass block because RJ Harvey can't. And this guy can catch passes in Coleman, which is RJ Harvey's game. So RJ Harvey now is a first and second down receiving back when they have Dobbins to do the running. Like, I don't like, what are they going to do? Drive by drive split with, and Dobbins is a fine receiver. He's not great, but he's fine. And he's a better pass blocker than Harvey too. So now Harvey could pick it up. He could become better next year at pass blocking, but it wasn't something he was good at in college. So like, I don't know. Like, I think RJ Harvey, he's still going around 70. He was going like mid 60s at the end of the big board, but like, I ain't touching him until the 90s at like earliest.
I have zero Harvey. I don't have him on any teams whatsoever. He's ass. He didn't do. He had the perfect run out last year with Dobbins getting hurt, and he didn't do anything with it. They can keep him.
ACLs are overrated, Lutz, just so you know. One less thing to tear. One less thing.
I mean, not wrong with that logic.
Not wrong.
I like Spears. I had a lot of Spears. I like him.
Oh man, I really like Spears too. I agree. Like I agree that the RB2 for Cincinnati or for Tennessee feels really strong. I'm not a fan of Singleton's game, so like I think that it's Spears, but I like, just to give a little bit of pushback, like it might not be right, like, because it's if we just agree all the way down, it's not fun, right?
No, it will be.
Yeah. All right. I'm sure we'll all agree all the way down the board. All right, Steve.
I mean, this is just a total collective, all Jets pass catchers.
Yeah.
Both that were on the team before the draft and the ones they drafted. I'd say maybe Omar Cooper still can retain his current ADP-ish, but I don't know what to do with any of these guys now.
Yeah. Man, like, God, it hurts Garrett Wilson so much. Like you couldn't, like, you were the target guy, like you were the only guy. Getting you some help would have been great. Getting you all the help in the middle of the field, and like, is he ever going to be able to move to the slot role ever?
No, that's the issue. Is they take away where he is most productive.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, exactly. So like, I didn't get here, but I 100% agree. Like I definitely moved them all down in my ranks. I don't like. I put Sadiq like at 165, 170. I put Cooper like I have him like 135. I still like, you still need three receivers, and I still think that he'll have some spike weeks. But
the Sadiq thing is it's weird because I had him lower too, but when I checked ETR, they had him at like 121 or something like that.
They ETR rankings are pretty wild right now, but everybody's rankings are wild right now. Like my rankings are wild right now. I'm not gonna lie.
But this guy didn't do anything in college, and you expected him to go to the Jets of all teams and come out here and ball out? Like, I just don't see it.
And especially they do have a second round. Mason Taylor. It's not like this is some no name. Like Mason Taylor was a second round pick, and while I think Sadiq's better, it's not. Like there's just no guarantee that this is going to be Sadiq is the clear tight end
Right.
one. Like it could be a shared role, and even if he gets the 60% of that, that's not great.
Yeah, yeah. I like maybe I'm being clouded by Cooper. Like Cooper, I think is going to fall a lot though. Like I think he's the one that's going to end up falling, and I think it should be the other way around. Although they did spend the higher capital on Sadiq, but Sadiq is going to be asked to block a lot more as well. Obviously, like that's part of playing tight end.
But didn't they just come out a couple of weeks ago talking about they anticipated a big leap for Mason Taylor and this, that, and the
I
other
know.
thing? Like
There was some.
and this guy,
positive
I think he had 0 broken tackles last year. Like I don't think he broke 1 tackle all last season, and I'm not even trying to fabricate that. I don't think he had any broken tackles.
I don't have fantasy points up right now.
I don't know if any Jet broke a tackle last year, to be fair, but yeah, no, they're just so bad. And the other thing with it is, unlike some other teams that we can talk about that got crowded, we're talking about the Jets. At best, it's Geno. At his best, which it's been a couple years since we've seen, and Frank Wright. When's the last time he called a good offensive system? Like 6 years ago?
Debatable.
I don't know what they're doing. Aaron Glenn is the worst coach in the NFL. I just don't understand how he kept his job. That is the craziest story of the offseason to me is him keeping a job.
Well, like how do you fire every single person except for him?
Yeah, they fired half of his staff.
This guy was a defensive specialist, and he took a good defense and turned them into one of the worst defenses in the league and kept his job.
Yeah,
like that. That just what is going on there?
I just got it up. He had 13 games. He had 369 yards. Where's the reception? 44 receptions and 0 missed tackles.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's ass.
So, yeah. That's not good.
Not great.
Not great. All right, Steve, on to a rising.
I'll admit I probably had this higher than most would, but Cam Scatterboo doesn't get Jeremiah loved, and they also added a top offensive lineman early on. I think it's just wheels up. Add in them having a fullback this year with Patrick Ricard, this could be a really, really fun year for Cam Scatterboo.
I still have to hate on Cam. I'm sorry. I apologize to Meg. I'm sorry. I still have to hate on Cam. It's just part of my thing.
Well, I think you could group it into both because
stop taking my picks.
Yeah. Is that what you're going to do?
Tracy is my riser.
Yeah, got it. I can't remember. I think I think mine is either it might just be New York Giants. I can't remember, but he's
I think that's a fair way to say it for sure.
Yeah,
because they both definitely are in better.
Yeah,
spot.
and I get it. Like you choose your battle. I'm choosing the Scatterbo side slightly, but I agree with Lutz. Like Tyler Tracy is going to 150, and that's just
it's wrong.
I mean, you got a Harbaugh offense that wants to run the ball. They just they just took a really solid run blocking offensive lineman in Mauioga. They have Patrick Ricard now, which is only going to help everybody.
Probably doing a lot of 2 tight end sets also.
But Lutz, why do you have Tracy over Scatterbo like in this column? Not in the ranks, but in this column.
In Riser's column?
Yeah.
Well, for one, I just hate Scatterboo. I don't hate him. Let me stop. I don't hate Scatterboo. I'm not sold that he's going to come back and just come back to form. His foot was facing his ass. I can't take the same thing with Judkins. I just can't take that visual out of my head. What if he's just not fully ready to play? And Tracy was fine. They had similar stats and stuff. It wasn't like he went out there and killed it. He had 4 point something yards a carry or something like that. He's not great. He's cool. He's good, but I can't get with it.
Yeah. We'll see if this is where I put it or not. There we go. Yeah. I thought that was exactly where I was. I debated on putting both of them or just Cam, but like from pick 59, I have him ranked at like 41. Like
Yeah.
in my like I'm not drafting him there because I can get him at 54, 55 still, like every draft. But like, where do I think he's going to end up? Where do I think you could just argue taking him? Around Javonte Williams, like around him, ahead of him, behind him, whatever. Like, Fancy Dog Pound asked me earlier, like, are you Scatabo or Travion Henderson? I'm like, I'm Scatabo, but I also think that they're different players and different style of builds.
Yeah, I can't get with you on that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I figured not.
Yeah, I'm Travion pilled. Like
I think it's a good place to be though. I just like so my overall ranks, like I'm pushing up the early receivers because I think rounds 3, 4, and 5, the running backs are insane. Like the round 5 RBs, that's what's going to I think that is what is going to win this season. What round 5 RB smashes, because it feels like, I know everybody's like dead zone, or that used to be the term for it, but you got David Montgomery, who may not be there for much longer. You got Scatabo, you got DeAndre Swift, you have Judkins, you have Travion Henderson there. Like, one of those is going to be one of the best picks of fantasy this year. Like, I think. Like, and you're arguing against Devontae Adams. Like,
I can't get with Devontae Adams.
I like Christian Watson, but like, give me one of those RBs every time, pretty much. Like Roma Dunze, I think, is a really solid bet, but like, I think that overall, like, if I have one draft, I kind of want the running backs over him, you know? So I don't know about you, but I kind of think that round 5 is like, and like, I think most of that round 5 is going to be round 4 here really soon, and all the wide receivers are going to be around 5.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still taking Scatabo in some drafts. Like I'm not fully fading him. I'm not sold.
Lutz, just like JC for his letters. Yeah. Mike Rom, thanks for popping in.
Oh, I hate him.
For his starting letters per name combo. Travion has 2 feet that point the same direction. And
see, he got it. He knows.
Yeah, I get it. Like, and between Scatabo and Judkins, they have one. It's fine. Or one set of legs, not 1 foot. Like, not one. But all right, let's go do another riser. Let's go with Lutz's other riser.
Let's go with one of my risers, Woody Marks. He's ass. Don't get me wrong. He is ass, but his competition is David Montgomery. Like, I mean, David Montgomery's going to get most of the carries, if not all. But Marks he fell to like what 170, 175.
Yeah,
like he should definitely go up to the 130s, 140s.
Yeah, he's currently going in the 150s still, and like I agree. I think he should move up significantly. Like every draft I've done, like I've only done 3 drafts, but every draft I've done, like I take running back early, and then the top of my queue is just running backs for 3 rounds at the end. I think the late running backs are completely mispriced right now. I need to do some more drafts and use that as knowledge, at least, and probably just make bad teams, but we'll get there. All right. Well, yeah. Woody though, like he's got somebody to actually carry the bulk of the role, and he will be able to use his actual talents, which is receiving,
right,
a lot more this year.
I mean, so he's not good. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like he was at 170 something. He was too cheap. Oh my god.
I mean, he got TT, he's got Woody, and he's got JCM. He's just a bunch of letters and like things out here. Like,
oh, I hate you, Mike Rob.
All right. All right. Mine, Terry McLaurin. I have Terry at the 3-4 turn now.
That's a good one.
Like he did not get competition. Like if they bring in Ayuk or Jawan Jennings or anybody like that, like it's just it doesn't matter for Terry. Like Terry is like his role is secure. They didn't bring in Jordan Tyson or like they didn't even bring in Jeremiah Love. Like they don't like they're going to rely more on the receiving game because they didn't bring in any real like issue for the like any real competition for like running, right? Like now that doesn't mean JCM can't rip off big runs because they're going to be required to like get in there with Jaden Daniels and all that stuff. But like Terry McLaurin to me is just he's been mispriced the whole time.
Yeah.
And then he didn't get competition and he's still going in the mid 50s.
And didn't the offensive coordinator come out and say that they wanted to run their game plan through him, like start out getting him 10 targets a game, 10 to 12 a game?
Yeah, they just said that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all in on that.
Yeah. What do you got, Steve?
Another guy who I think has been mispriced all along and didn't get any real competition, Mark Andrews.
Yep.
You know, Likely's gone. They add a couple receivers, but the 2 tight ends they add are, to me, not a threat at all. And I just think, you know, last year was the anomaly, and he's being priced just way, way too low for his upside. This is a guy who most years is top 5, top 6 points per game. I mean, I don't see why he can't do it again if Lamar's in. And we should like Declan Doyle. I mean, Declan Doyle coming from Ben Johnson. These guys feature tight ends. Who they've had, Colson Loveland, Sam Laporta. That seems to be pretty damn good for Mark Andrews.
Yeah, it is. Trying to do something real quick.
Yeah, I don't have any pushback against that. I was
wrong
on him.
I was a little wrong too. Like I thought they were definitely going to add somebody.
Yeah. I thought Sadiq was live to go there. I still think they still could sign it. Like Njoku was going somewhere.
Yeah,
he's going somewhere to ruin somebody's right now. Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and nail us with a some haterade, Steve.
Well, this is kind of similar to one already done, but that's Zach Charbonnet. We kind of already talked about it, so I don't need to delve into it anymore. But get a first round capital running back. I think signals kind of like what you said. This is not going to be the Adrian Peterson miracle recovery. At least they're not planning on that.
Yeah. I felt like you said, we already kind of touched on that. DK Metcalf for me.
Good.
I don't know why he's ahead of Pittman. If Aaron Rodgers isn't there, like I really don't like DK Metcalf at all. Like I don't think he's great for Aaron Rodgers' game anyway. And I think that if it's like Drew Aller, or Will Howard, I don't love it. Like I just don't like the Pittsburgh receivers at price. So like in both situations, I think he should fall. And I think Jeremy Bernard, like he's the guy you want in this offense, like at price. Not like Pittman is probably the best of the receivers, like overall. And like I would not be shocked if at the end of the year we see Jeremy Bernard with more fantasy points than DK Metcalf, but that's more of a hot take thing. And
that's
by the way,
push back on though.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think I'd have to look it up, but I think DK Metcalf last year finished as a top 30 receiver. He goes beyond that now. And I understand they added Pittman, but the offense is going to be way better. And that was him getting suspended for 2 games last year. And of course, Aaron Rodgers missing a game last year. So I just think that, with this being a better offense, he and Rodgers had some nice games. A big part of the problem was they just wouldn't finish games. He'd have like 80 yards, sometimes 80 yards and touchdown. We just wouldn't get that second touchdown or wouldn't get, the extra 20 plus yards. that we want. But that was, I think, the offensive, Arthur Smith and his donkey offense. That was, I mean, how many balls were going to all the tight ends and to the running backs? And I just think that gets cut way back because Jaylen Warren does not have that ability to be like Chris McCaffrey, right? Like Kenny Gainwell was getting more, at the end there. So I just think that those balls now get filtered to wide receivers, and DK Metcalf, there was no other receiver threat last year. So every team just always had the best corner, always had two corners on them, or, a corner and a safety on them. Like that Bengals game where Rodgers went off in midseason, the old man game, Rodgers versus Flacco. DK had like 80 yards, but Bengals had two guys on him all entire game. And that's why Freiermuth went off that game, because the safety kept shadowing DK and Freiermuth, was wide open. But I just think now they are, I think, going to be a very fun offense. And this all assumes Rodgers comes back. I mean, if Rodgers is out, I agree with you. Like, these Pittsburgh Steelers prices are not good for a sans Rodgers.
Yeah, I just think DK Metcalf has been overrated for the last 3 years as a player. And, like, the only reason he got there last year was because he was the only one. He was the only one in the red zone. Like, Calvin Austin, Roman Wilson.
What are you talking about?
Like, I mean, they did have Jonnu Smith, Darnell Washington, and Pat Freiermuth, right? Like I don't know. I don't see it. Like, he's been a deep ball threat that, like, can only deep ball threat for years. So I have a hard time seeing it. He is older. Like, I wonder if he's fallen off as well, or will fall off. Not has, but will on top of it. So, like, I'm pretty bearish on it. I don't know if I'll select him at all this year.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, I have him like behind 100.
Wow.
I don't have any DK Metcalf teams pre-draft. I was out.
I was in before the Pittman trade, and then the Pittman trade, and they took Jeremy Bernard. Like, it pretty much signals to me that they want to move the offense in a different direction. Like, the antics at the end of last season, I don't think sat very well with the ownership either.
Probably not.
So not that matters when they're on the field and the ball's being thrown around, right? Like, when that happens, like, Aaron Rodgers got to throw it to whoever's open, and Aaron Rodgers doesn't care if you're a psychopath.
And he's ass too.
Yeah. All right, what do you got, Lutz?
This is going to make a lot of people mad. It's Travis Hunter. He shouldn't. I don't think he's draftable at this point. I'm sorry. They brought in an extra 2 tight ends. It seems like they want to run 2 tight end sets. When is he going to get on the field on the offense?
Gritty's on board with the Metcalf hate. Yeah. So back to Travis Hunter. I don't know. Were you listening to my stream earlier? Because I mentioned something like this.
No, I didn't. I was in and out.
Yeah. It is what it is. Like, I get it. Like, you guys always have me up. It's all good. But, like, yeah, Travis Hunter, like, it couldn't be more bearish whenever you go to the draft and before the draft, you're like, hey, he's going to play corner.
Yeah, didn't they take a tight end with their first pick, right? Yeah.
And then you come in and you take a blocking tight end, a guard who fell, he was just a value, another tight end, 2 receivers, and 0 corners.
Yeah, and they still have a bunch of receivers on their team that they need to get the ball. Like, Jacoby's going to get a bunch of targets. Strange is still going to get targets.
The reason they're moving to, like, the reason they want to move him to go to corner not only is because he's awesome at corner, but it's because, like, they were weak at corner. Well, they also didn't draft any corners.
Yeah.
So, like, it's very bad. And the fact that their very first pick, they overdrafted the blocking tight end,
right?
That means they're going to go to 12 personnel more. If they go to 12 personnel more, guess what's not available? The 75% route participation from the slot that Travis Hunter had, or 71 or whatever. It was like 70 to 75%. So, like, And if that happened, because I was thinking that it could be bearish for Parker Washington whenever I looked into it, because I was talking about it, I went and looked into it. Parker Washington was actually 50-50 on slot and outside. So, like, I don't think it's bullish for Parker, but like one of Jacoby Myers, Parker Washington, and Brian Thomas Jr. has to be off the field if they're going to do these 3 wide. Like, no, I get it. Like, they'll use all the sets, but like taking the blocking tight end that high is pretty bearish on Hunter even having any role in offense.
Right. Now, if they trade Brian Thomas, like then
Yeah.
I could draft him a little bit,
Yeah.
but I just don't see him getting any targets ahead of any of those 4 guys.
I made my list before I had that come to Jesus moment on Travis Hunter, so he's not actually on my list. And yeah, it's bullish for Tootin, bullish for C-Rod. Yeah, for sure.
I know Steve loves Tootin, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is the only reason Mycroft shows up. Yeah, I think that, well, Tootin, so all these other running backs are moving up the board a little bit, and Tootin's staying the same, which is exactly what should happen. Like, I think that in the current landscape and with what happened in the draft, like the fact that Tootin hasn't moved up, but these other ones have based on like similar information doesn't make any sense. To me, that means his price was always wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it's going to be correct by him not moving is kind of where I'm at. All right. Go ahead and hit us with some love, Lutz.
Jordan Mason.
Yeah, a lot of this community is really on Aaron Jones, and like I get the Minnesota Jordan Mason stuff too.
Aaron Jones can't run more than 10 yards without tearing his hamstring.
Yep. Yeah. Facts. Anything else, or just?
I mean,
what
is his competition? We do it like,
right.
I'm sure most people expect Minnesota to have a better offense under. Even if they don't like Kyler, you have to assume that Kyler's a better quarterback than J.J. McCarthy, right?
Right.
It has to be.
Well, right. Like that's been my whole argument with Pepperoni with Jefferson. It's like, even if he's not a great quarterback, like if he's 23rd best quarterback, that's like 20 spots higher than J.J. McCarthy.
Right.
Like,
I mean, he just has to be. Even Carson Wentz, like J.J. was having good. I mean, Jettas was having good games with Carson Wentz. Like,
Yep.
Kyler's a better quarterback than Carson Wentz, right?
Yeah.
Right? I hope. I mean, I think. I'm not. I don't like. I do have a lot of love for Kyler. Like, I don't think Kyler is as good as I make him out to be, but he's
Right.
definitely a lot better than what they've been dealing with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, this is the point I was trying to direct you in. Like, Claiborne is not a threat to Jordan Mason, but he is.
He's a threat to Aaron Jones.
Like, I think, like, if Claiborne works out, it's because he figures out his hands. And, like, I think that is the vision to replace Aaron Jones more than Mason. That is my opinion on that, at least. Kyler's ass. Oh, my God.
I knew it was coming. I was trying not
yeah.
to mention Kyler because I knew it was coming, but
yeah. I'm Pappy, Tootin' Slappy. What's up, GAB? How we doing? All right, what do you got, Steve?
I mean, I didn't think I'd be here, but I gotta say, Chuba, Jonathan Brooks.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna be more on the Brooks side of it and just bet on the upside and pray that he can stay healthy.
I mean, he has to be healthy when they didn't add anybody, right?
Yeah. That to me is it's a signal they at least have some level of confidence. You know?
Like, I mean, I do think that this puts like Trevor Etienne on the board a little bit. But I'm fully in on Jonathan Brooks. I've been on Brooks for a while, so
yeah. But I was kind of like totally out on Hubbard because I thought his ADP was too high. If they added basically anyone and them not adding anyone, I think I can stomach his ADP now and, you know, take him a little bit. But I will be, of the two, higher on Brooks.
Yeah, I moved Chuba up to like 72, 73, something like that.
What was he at? 80s, 90?
He was
He's
he
like,
wasn't like that far off of there. He was like 78, 79. I
yeah,
moved him up like 7, 8 spots. Like, but it feels safer now. It felt thin
yeah.
before. Like I was doing
Yeah.
it here and there, but it still felt thin. You know?
He hurt that same knee twice, right? It was the same knee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so hard for me to buy into a guy like that. Like, yeah, I do have to give it up. Like, he is probably going to rise, and he should.
Yeah.
But I can't buy too much of him. I
Well,
can't.
right. And that exact thing is why Trevor Etienne is kind of on the table. And
Right.
maybe they end up being the Najee team.
Mhm.
Like that is something like if Najee isn't signed in a month and he's not really progressing, like he doesn't look as good as they thought, maybe Najee goes there. So my next one's Zay Flowers. Like Zay Flowers to me has been mispriced this whole time. Like I think he's been like I think Zay Flowers should go ahead of Devonta Smith even after the AJ Brown trade. Like I think that the combination of wide receivers that they got is pretty bullish for Zay Flowers. I think that the Surratt, Jacoby Lane, although it does kind of diminish a little bit of his touchdown upside, neither one of them are going to play slot unless they try to convert Surratt into a power slot. So I think that Zay Flowers is going to get all the fun plays out of the Declan Doyle offense from the Ben Johnson era. Like I think that Zay Flowers, like he goes in the middle of the fourth, and I think he could easily go in the middle of the third, like easily. Any pushback on that?
Yeah, I can't get. I mean, I think he's priced well where he is. I think middle of the third. Like I'm not mad at it. I think Zay Flowers is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. My thing is, and I had this debate with Mike Robert, like real life, I think Zay Flowers is a really good receiver. Fantasy wise, I think it's a stretch. And through 13 weeks last year, I think it was 13 weeks, maybe even 14, he was like wide receiver 24. And then he just had a total great run out the last four, I think it was weeks 14, 15, 16, 17, or no, it was 15, 16, 17, and 18, which doesn't count.
He also had Tyler Huntley.
Sure, but
I get that Lamar's going to like run a different game and all that, but
his numbers were kind of same with Lamar, with and without Hunt. You know what I mean? Like, it was a lot of like he has a lot of like 70 for 75 games. You know what I mean? Like he just doesn't have a big touchdown upside.
Mike Rob, Steve likes Zay, like Lutz likes me. Dude has no chance.
Just my thing is when you say compared to like Devonta Smith, I think is honestly a better receiver than him now. And then if AJ Brown's gone, it's when it's like just total wheels, and just those other receivers in that range just generally have like Mike Evans. Yes, I understand there's an injury risk there, but there probably is one for the 5'7", 190-pound guy as well. Like, I feel like Zay Flowers is running kind of pure. Like, this as an Xavier Worthy, team who has Xavier Worthy. Like, these receivers generally get hurt. And
Kansas City is they only hurt themselves. Like
Mahomes,
like it's never the defenders that have hurt them. It's always been our own teammates that have hurt us. So so as long as they like maybe moving to the slot is the wrong move. Maybe he'll run straight into Mark Andrews and the season will be over. Maybe.
I don't wish that on him.
I don't either, but it's pretty funny.
But no, my thing is it's just tough for him to have a higher ceiling case. Like he had such a pure run out at the end of the year last year, and maybe it occurs, but them actually adding receivers, like you said, takes away that touchdown upside. So I think he's like fine where he goes. He's just not somebody I'm gonna overly draft. I wish he went around later because to me the receivers,
I mean, that's where he went last year, and he smashed that ADP. He had
but
1,200.
only in the last. And I understand those are the games that matter, but it's like, can we guarantee that again? Is the thing. Like he had a great week 1, and then he did nothing until week 14, I think it was.
I mean, but like I said, it's a year without your starting quarterback, and like a lot of those are usable this weeks, like at 12 points and whatever. He had a 20-point game. Well,
But
this
that's in
full
full
PPR.
point PPR. So,
Yeah,
and still some were usable weeks. But I'm saying like
yeah.
you compare that to a DK Metcalf who had just as many usable weeks, didn't have as many spikes, but had just as many usable weeks. I don't know. I think those kind of receivers you can find later. Like Jordan Addison's going to do that.
Well,
Michael Pittman's going to do that. Ricky Pearsall is going to do that. It is just my pushback with it. Not to say I want zero Zay. It's just
yeah.
I don't think he offers big upside, especially with him now adding weapons. Is my thought on it.
I can see the argument. I still believe that they're going to use him as the absolute weapon of the offense, and like he had like the offense is going to be better with Lamar.
Are they?
I think so. I know you're out on Lamar.
I'm not out. I just wanted to give a little bit of pushback when we had that conversation. Like, what if Lamar is slowing down? I'm not saying he's going to. But
Lamar,
what if he is going to slow down with his legs? Is his
he's still
arm
a
good
better
enough to get him?
Yeah, yeah, it is because like I know that part of his game. I mean, it's basically like the Kyler argument. Like Kyler used to be awesome at running. Now he's okay at running, but he used to not be good at passing, and now he's okay at passing. And Lamar's the same kind of way. Like if his legs are gone, he has developed decently as a pass. He's not an elite passer. Mike Robb and Pepperoni can be upset about this, but like he's not elite at passing, but he's really good at passing. And like my version of what an elite passer is different than what theirs is. So, and I do agree that like his overall ability as a weapon is less if he can't run, but he threw for over 4,000 yards, I think twice, right? Like,
Yeah,
at least once. Like
I would say to the point is I am more bullish on the Ravens offense with Doyle.
yeah.
So
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
and that is to me the potential saving grace for Zay, because I do agree with that.
So
like the comp to Amon-Ra and what the Bears were doing in the slot last year as well. So yeah, I see both sides of it. I just the Zay small receivers like that are really tough for me in half point.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got some disagreement there, and Peppertoni's upset. Like, I never said he's not a pocket passer. Like, Lamar will randomly have a game to where he's just off for the whole game. Like, it happened. It's happened his entire career. And even though he's improved, it's still it still happens. Like that's why he doesn't go to the elite. Like when he's on, he's one of the best passers in the league, like for sure. But he sometimes it just falls apart.
Yeah.
So what do we got? I guess I just did that. Let's undo that, and let's argue more. Britton Strange.
Oh man.
I bet a bull on Britton Strange. I know
Me too.
Steve earlier was saying, I heard him on his stream. He said he doesn't think Strange is hurt, but they took 2 tight ends.
Yeah. I don't think either one can catch the ball, but
Maybe not, but it's not a bullish thing for Britton Strange. I also think like part of this is that like all the guys around him are just underpriced. Like Anders is underpriced. I think Chig is super underpriced. I think that basically all the other ones around him to me feel the same. Like I think he should be closer to like the Dalton Schultz AJ Barner tier than he like. And I originally I came into the offseason thinking he should be a pick 100. I just think that they're telling us a story that they want to be a run first team.
I just don't. To me, it's like I think Liam Cohen is following in one of his mentors' things of Sean McVay. Like they ran 2 tight end all the time last year, and Matt Stafford led the league in passing and passing touchdowns. And to me, if they want to be a run first team, I don't know if you have Tootin and Rodriguez as your top two guys. I think they are going to be in a lot more 12. And to like Lutz's point earlier about Travis Hunter, I think that way early ass pick of Nick, but whatever his name is,
Bo Richter, I think.
Yeah, is just like it's a bad indication for Travis Hunter, for Parker Washington. Just because Jacoby Myers got the money, Brian Thomas has the X receiver profile and first round capital. I think the 6th round pick Parker Washington's probably in trouble. And Travis Hunter as well. And because I do think they're going to be in 12 a lot, but usually teams who are in 12, they have more of a pass catching tight end. Sometimes it was like the Ravens where both could pass catch, but this is, with the Chiefs, they do a lot of 12 and it was Kelsey's catching the ball,
Yeah. I'm hoping I'm wrong here. And I could change my mind on this one. This is one that initial reaction, I want to move him down.
Yeah.
If we find out that neither one of those guys are doing anything with receiving, I'll move them right back up. I'd be happy to be wrong here. To be honest with you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Do you have him here?
No, I don't have him here. I have somebody that's a lot better than him.
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors.
Yeah. You showed me the pictures.
I can't. His knee looks terrible. He looks like he's just beefing with the organization now. He's pissed at all the picks they made. Coming out publicly doing that is just never really a good look.
I mean, he was live when they made those picks. That was his live action. Yeah.
And I still don't think Jackson Dart is a good passer. I think he's ass at best.
I was wanting to be in on Malik Neighbors, but it definitely all the news is coming out negative right now.
Yeah, and I feel that even like Pepperton, I feel like Harbaugh's the type to hold a grudge. I don't know. I feel like he's just too much of a dick when it comes to being a coach. Especially making them practice in full pads all year. You think Neighbors is gonna like that? And this guy's knee looks like it legit has a grapefruit in it. It doesn't look like it healed at all, which is crazy. How far out are we from the surgery?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a super early injury. Week 5, I think?
Yeah. Did you see the picture of his knee, Steve?
I did. And that was the thing. There have been these reports the last month or so that they don't have a timeline on Malik Neighbors, and you're
right.
I know you're kind of out on Scadaboo, but Scadaboo, they're he's fully ready to be back, all this kind of stuff. And Malik Neighbors, who got injured a month or more prior,
he was week 4.
Yeah. Week 4. I'm saying that's
yeah, and honestly, that's just more bullish for Scadaboo and Tracy. They're gonna have to run the ball if he's not there. They're gonna have to.
I mean,
they might use Mooney. Malachi Fields, I think, is kind of ass, but he might get some burns.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, their wide receiver core without Neighbors is very thin.
Yeah, really.
Probably bullish for Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, and I've been out on Likely. I think that if he's out, they're going to go 12 personnel, and I think so too. I think that Theo and Likely could both be good picks.
Yeah, especially at cost. I mean, Theo's free.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy's cooking. Yeah. All right.
Tony and Mike are just going at it, huh?
Yeah. This is pretty common. All right, we got what do you got, Steve? Hater.
Well, I'll stick. I've done a lot of these already, but Rams tight ends.
Oh my God! Yeah. What are they doing?
Now?
Yeah. How many tight ends do they have now? Like 6?
They have 5. They like everybody forgets that Dennis Allen.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like they have Dennis Allen too. Like, what do you?
Yeah.
You only
Yeah. So, I mean, if I'm going to draft anyone in round 18, it'll probably be Colby Parkinson. Just I'll take the veteran who, had 8 touchdowns or whatever with Stafford last year. But I just don't think we can do this. And it's sad because this offense could be so good. But you're just like truly just throwing a blind dart and praying it hits.
Yeah, for sure. I have nothing to say on that. Like, what are they doing? Like, end of story. This might be a double. No, it is not. But it's same thing. Like you choose your fighter, JCM or Rashad White. Take both of them. Like we kind of already went through that. Huh?
I got to cross that off my list now.
I mean, if it fits on your list, we can just put it here too.
It's on my list, but I want to go to Zachariah Branch because I like him.
Yeah.
I feel like he got the perfect landing spot. If it's Tua can't throw the ball more than 5 yards anyway, so it's going to benefit him.
Yeah.
If it's Penix could figure it out, hopefully. I mean, I'm still undecided if Penix is good or not, but we'll see.
Yeah, I did not like his tape, but man, like you couldn't have drew up a better landing spot.
Yeah.
Like
no,
you could. Like I can't argue it anymore.
Yeah.
Like and
I'm
the
glad you
Tua
came
thing.
around.
The Tua thing is the biggest part of it. Like,
Yep. I
like,
agree.
like
It's
he's
perfect.
he's gonna have all the Achane bullshit.
Yep. I mean,
Like,
and
we
we
know
know that as well. But yeah, Tua's not throwing the ball more than 10 yards down the field. So
Yeah, and people could knock Branch all they want. Like when he gets the ball in his hands, he does some special things when he gets the ball. It's just getting him the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What we got, Steve?
I'm going to go with Rico Dowdle. Not that I expected the Steelers to draft a running back, but they add 2 key offensive linemen. They add a fullback / hybrid tight end. I think just the offense in general is going to be much, much better. And,
He's a receiver, right?
I mean, even if he's not, like, he threatens Jalen Warren. He doesn't threaten, Rico Dowdle. And
who had more catches last year, Rico Dowdle or Jalen Warren?
Trick question.
Yeah. They both had 38.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, they both had 38.
So, I actually think Jalen Warren is not that I totally think Heinrich or even that Wetjen, who also would be utilized out of the backfield a lot at Iowa, but he's more a kick returner. I think Warren is just thinner, new coaching system, and that's the thing. Like Mike McCarthy had Rico Dowdle, the running back coach had Rico Dowdle in Dallas, so it's just to me wheels up now that they fixed their offensive line. And some of this is still assuming Aaron Rodgers, because then I think the offense, has a baseline of what we can expect. But this guy's had back-to-back 1,200 yards years and had to split time. I think he could be the true feature back overall.
Yeah, and he was pretty vocal that he wanted to go somewhere where he could be the guy. So it's hard for me to assume that he went and signed somewhere where they told him like, "Yeah, you're just going to split with Jalen Warren." Like,
I get that. I do think that it was more like, and this is just my opinion, I think it was that he was told he was the guy and lied to. That was the big thing, because he got told by Canales, no, he's our bell cow. He's going to be our guy. And then as soon as Chuba come back, it was like, it was like 60-40, like almost close to a split backfield. And then he had one down game and they gave Chuba more carries the next game. It's like,
he got hurt pretty badly. I thought he tore his groin or his hamstring like 2 times in one game, and he came back and finished the game.
Yeah.
I thought he was done for the season.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think Dowdle is on my list somewhere down here as well.
Yeah, he was on my list as well.
All right. Lutz, more hate.
Hate. Man, you guys like took everyone. Dalton Kincaid, get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Yeah.
Get him out of here. This guy had a crazy knee injury. I forgot what it was called. It was like a life-threatening knee injury that you only get from car accidents. He ended up having it somehow from playing football. They already said they're going to have to manage his on-field rep. Like, we're in April, and you're telling me you're going to have to manage this guy for next season? Like,
Yeah,
you just gave Dawson Knox more money? Like, nah.
You were talking about the life-threatening knee injury thing before, and like I don't know. I'm not a doctor. You're not a doctor, right? Like, we don't know for sure, but like, it does. Like, he's opted to not have surgery on this knee 2 years in a row, so like, it's got to be something weird, right? There has to be a risk involved in the surgery if he's opting not to get it done.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a doctor, but like, why? Like, either he's an idiot, which I don't want to draft, or like, like, or like, if he's just gonna choose pain at all times, like, probably not great for a football player. Just choosing pain, but
right.
Or it's something that, like, if he has surgery, it could be bad. So,
and also the DJ Moore factor, like,
absolutely.
They haven't had a number one, like a top receiver, whatever you consider DJ Moore, last couple of years, and now they do. And still Shakir and still have other pieces, and maybe somebody else emerges. But yeah,
I'm surprised they didn't call Jacksonville and try to get BTJ on the draft. Like, that completely surprised me. I wanted to make a backdoor bet on it, but
I think when AJ Brown gets traded, we could end up seeing a BTJ trade sometime around then as well.
I hope.
I think there'll be multiple teams in the AJ Brown trade rumors, and I think that whoever doesn't get it may end up trying to pull the trigger for BTJ, or at least send something out there. Because the rumors were going into the draft that he was getting shot. I don't know but then there were also rumors that something else was going on that was like completely fabricated. So Bills have Debo written all over. They really
That's
do.
a good call. Yeah,
that is. They really do. And by the way, I think I seen something earlier. Kansas City and the Ravens might be interested in Diggs, which the Ravens, it wouldn't make any sense. But
yeah, it makes total sense in Baltimore. They always bring in washed up end of their career receivers. It's just that's what they love to do that.
I just mean stylistically, I don't think it would.
Oh, no, I agree with you.
For Kansas City, I don't like. It'd be fine. Like, we do need a wide receiver 3, but
I actually would not be surprised if Diggs goes back to Buffalo if he's cheap enough.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Like,
do you think that could be repaired? Like, I don't know.
I think him and Allen had a good relationship. I think that matters. Is Joe Brady? I wonder. I think it depends on how Joe Brady and Diggs interacted, because it could have been, more of the head coach.
It could have been McDermott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
right.
Mine is I'll stick with the Rams. Ty Simpson, like he just, I thought he was a terrible pick all along, but
undraftable.
He's now just not being drafted.
Out here taking the freebies.
I was about to say he just has to hope for us. I mean, if Stafford could get injured, that's not off the table.
But I actually think, because there was a report they want Jimmy Garoppolo back. I think they bring in a veteran. This is going to be like the Seahawks last year, where it was never going to be Milroe if Darnold failed or got injured. It was going to be Drew Lock.
And
I think they bring in some sort of veteran.
Yeah, I read that wrong last year for sure.
Who's Makia?
That's Makai.
Oh.
I think that's how you spell Makai. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
It's AI. It's AI, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mess with you. My bad.
Yeah. No. I mean, I just can't spell. I can't spell players' names who are on this list, apparently. I like Makai Lemon as a prospect. I still I need to be. I'm having a hard time with Philadelphia if AJ Brown leaves in general. This is a me problem. But the one thing that is a fact is that we're still waiting to see how good Jalen Hurts is at the short and intermediate throws.
Is the I'm a snake thing?
Yeah. Dude, I was on, like, I didn't even realize I was sharing the screen whenever I was like thumbing through that, and like I lost
Is that
it.
influencing you at all?
No. Like I had those I had those premonitions before, and I was already like looking for like honestly, I was looking for a reason to be a little out on Lemon, like something I can't explain it, and you know how sometimes you just get a vibe on a player, you don't like them, and there's like
Mhm.
something that like doesn't feel right, like. And I'm not saying that those vibes are smart things to follow, but that's where I'm at. Uh, yeah, yeah.
Mike,
uh, yeah.
oh,
But I just don't think it's a good scheme fit, is all, for them. And I feel bad for Makai Lemon if that's the case, because I do think Lemon's a good player. Like, and I just think that him going in the 70s is wrong. Like, I think I'm pushing him down to like around DK Metcalf, which is the 100.
is he still in front of Tyson?
It's 50.
It wasn't a draft I did today, but I don't know
I
if
think
that's what the ADP was.
I mean, I just got Tyson earlier in the middle of the 8th round.
Hmm.
Okay, like
Yeah, I'll take that.
yeah,
I'll take that all
okay,
day.
yeah. But all right, Steve.
So I did have Terry McLaurin on mine. So we don't need obviously talk about that. But yeah, I just as the Washington fan agree with 100% of what you said. Ayuk or no Ayuk, this should be the Terry McLaurin show.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Lutz.
David Njoku. He's not on a team, but when he gets on a team, he'll be in like the 160s, 170 at most. Like he's gonna rise really fast when he signs.
Wrong one. I got Geno Smith down there. We'll just go to him next for me. I have Njoku one of those spots. I don't know where it is. I thought it was 9. I thought it was 9. I did this early in the morning at like 7 a.m. So I agree. Like every landing spot available for tight ends is like a nutted spot too.
Yeah.
So it's like Njoku is an awesome call.
He just has to stay healthy.
Yeah.
So as Steve said, Jets pass catchers, there's too many of them. Well, what does that mean? That means the quarterback probably has some value now. Like
Geno's ass though.
He also had one of the worst offensive lines ever known to man last year.
Yeah, I'm just giving you shit.
Yeah, like I don't even care if he's that good. Like as long as he can throw the ball sometimes. And even if their offensive line isn't good, like they have 2 guys who do the short and intermediate stuff pretty well, and Cooper and Sadiq now, right? Like assuming that they progress. And like I don't love this, but like quarterbacks pushed up so high and they spent all of their draft capital like getting him weapons. The scary thing is that they added a quarterback in Klubnik who do we think that they're going to actually give him a start? Like it was like a 5th round pick, something like that.
Fourth round, I believe.
4th round. So he might actually get benched near the end of the season, but like, I don't know. It's not going to be for Brady Cook. I'll tell you that. They've already experienced that.
Yeah.
That experiment happened. All right. Anything else on that?
No, I mean, I think the fact that they didn't add an earlier quarterback is a positive, and like you said, them adding pass catchers should be considered a positive as well.
Right, and like I'm not saying he needs to move like past like Daniel Jones or anything, but he should move up into that tier, like into like the Bryce Young, Cam Moore, CJ Stroud tier ish, at least ahead of Jacoby Brissett, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, definitely.
Who's my hater pick? Like Jacoby Brissett, like absolutely not. Like he might be really good for 8, 9, 10 weeks. That's fine. Like they have to be a winning team They have to be like still in a playoff hunt with him. Do we think that's going to happen? Nobody thinks that's going to happen. And they took a quarterback at a reasonable cost. And this is a team that probably wants to lose. So if they're losing, why not put the rookie in even earlier and see if you couldn't have just hit on, like, why not see if Carson Beck was just a value? And then you can go into next year, like, you might win a game or two, but like now you could just replace a different position instead of the quarterback in the heavy quarterback class, or trade back or whatever, right? So like you help yourself out. So this is mostly because like I think there's like 0% chance that Jacoby Brissett's starting in the playoff weeks. Now on drafters and total points, I think Jacoby Brissett's a fine pick. Not a great pick, but a fine pick.
I got Jacoby there too.
Do you?
Yeah, that's one of mine. And you can put it here. You know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I didn't really have like a set order. I just had 10 guys, you know.
Like, how surprised would you be in OTAs or something like that if Brissett just lost his starting role to Minshew?
I wouldn't be
Like,
surprised.
Minshew sucks, but so does Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
Yeah, like and this Mike Rob, like that's more reason to put him in whenever you're trying to lose games. Like and at least you can feed to your fan base, hey, we do need to replace this. Like, you know, at least we're trying the rookie, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Since we'll just go here. I don't know where Njoku is. There it is. It was right there. It was right next to it. I got myself there. All right. Go ahead, Lutz.
Romeo Dubs.
On winners?
Huh?
Or haters?
Oh no, I'm on the wrong side of my sheet.
No, we can absolutely do that. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, no,
you think
Dubs
you
is
should be moving up. Like,
no,
you're smarter than that.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
Ted Hurst.
Oh well, we're on Dobbs.
Oh, we're on losers now. All right, what are we doing?
I just decided we were going to go down there since you said it.
Oh yeah, let's go down there. Romeo Dubs. Assuming they get AJ Brown, which is, it's not set in stone, it's not guaranteed. The only person that really knows is Rossini.
Yeah.
So assuming he goes there, like Dubs,
I hear
and
she's
even
busy.
and even Booty, like he's basically undraftable at this time. Like Booty, Kyle Williams, like who are you gonna take?
Beck versus the Seattle defense. Sign me up.
I mean, all the defenses, the Rams now with those Chiefs secondary pieces, like 8 interceptions.
Yeah, absolutely. But you're totally right. Like the New England wide receivers are pretty bad. Like I kept having to move. They put Demario Davis on underdog at like 260, and like I did rankings down to like 280, and I just had to keep moving him down. It's like why is he even on the list? Why is Demario Douglas even anywhere? But anyway.
Rest in peace, Pop.
Yeah, he was fun. What do you got, Steve?
So this, I am, I was on the fence to include it or not, but I am going to say Eli Stowers. I just don't like the situation. I know AJ Brown's potentially gone, but with Goddard there, I just don't think he plays tight end snaps. So, and then he's best probably utilized out of the slot where Lemon is utilized as well. And I don't think Jalen Hurts is particularly effective throwing in the middle of the field. So it just doesn't feel good for me right now.
He was on the board. I don't know if he ended up making my list or not. But I agree. And a lot of it's like he has to learn how to play outside receiver to be effective. Yeah. And like that's a big deal because like he's never done it.
It's not going to happen year one. I mean, maybe like 3 years from now, it's totally fine.
Like Dynasty, I think Stowers is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, easily clickable in Dynasty, but especially if he's still listed as a tight end and it's like tight end premium or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. You have anything on that, Lutz?
No, I have nothing. Oh,
to go along
come
with
on.
yours, Egbuka.
Oh man.
Did you have him as well or something?
No, I just really like Ibuka, so
I
it
I
hurts for me to
like
see him on that list.
I like the player. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the player, but
it was rough.
like, what, you don't spend a third round capital on a player like Ted Hurst that you were getting ready to bring up, which we'll get to next. Like, when you're fully, like, they already had Tez Johnson, who's okay but not great, but they Jalen McMillan is fine as well. I've been kind of out on the Bucks as an offense as well, and like a lot of the reason I have him falling is because I think all the RBs in that area get pushed up, and I just don't see like that profile of wide receiver how far he fell off at the end. And
But
Tez, he's the seventh round. That's a good point, but like I'm having a hard time with it. Like, I had a hard time with him before the combine or the draft. I only had like 3%, like, because the 3-4 turn is just too high for him. Like, he was going to the 3-4 turn consistently.
all right,
Like,
so let's flip his season, right? Let's say he started out completely ass and he finishes on the run that he started out with.
Yeah.
Do you still have the same sentiment?
Well, guess what? That didn't happen.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Because it's a tale of two halves, right? Pretty much.
It is, and like, this is the common argument with him. And like, I don't think it's an actual argument because like it didn't happen that way.
No, it didn't.
Lutz Egbuka is ass.
Ibuka is far from ass, and I just don't see. Like, I love Ted Hurst. I was big on him before the draft, but I just see him as more of a replacement for Evans.
Egbuka was playing hurt. Baker was a little hurt. Like, I get it. Like, I get all that stuff.
Yeah,
but like the players that go in that range, like, because he's going before Tedero McMillan a lot of the time now. He's going ahead.
Is he?
Yeah, he's going
ahead. Yeah,
all
right. So I'm with
like
you.
He's going like T. Higgins and some of the like. He was going in that range of players, and like he needs to go back into like where Mike Evans and Roma Dunze and those players are. Like, he just needs to move back. And like I said, I was having a hard time finding fallers. So like people I just think is like a tier off ended up getting to my list. So like it's not that I think he's undraftable. I think he was like a full tier ahead of where he should be.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. It just hurts my heart.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I think ETR and Leg Up both have him ranked quite a bit lower. As well. So let's talk about your boy, Ted Hurst.
I liked him coming out of college. Georgia State guy. So I have to be biased.
Yeah,
for him.
Went to Georgia State, right?
Yeah, I have to be biased for him. Shitty school as far as the football program. So anybody that makes it to the draft coming out of that school, like, they deserve something. He's a bigger guy. He can move. I see him as more of a replacement for I see him as more of a replacement for Mike Evans.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. And he's got to be built into that, but I think NFL coaching can get him there.
Yeah.
And yeah, Tampa hasn't missed on a receiver for a while. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
What do you got, Steve?
So for me, this is a combo, and that is Colts pass catchers, Pierce, Downs, and Warren. 111 vacated targets from Michael Pittman. Daniel Jones now hopefully a full year because, passing went down the last couple of weeks without him. So it just feels good for all these guys. They didn't really add anyone, and maybe they signed one of these free agents. But if not, I think it's just wheels up for all of them. They obviously paid Pierce, and so I'm expecting him to have his highest targets of all time. But I think it's big for Downs and Warren as well.
I'm fully with you on this. I think Warren should be closer to Loveland than people want to give him credit for.
I'm getting to that. Like, I think Warren should, like, I didn't rank him that high, but I think if you told me he needs to go in the middle of round 5, I think I would be. Yeah, I could see
Yeah,
that.
I'm all the way in on Warren. I mean, even though Daniel Stephen Jones III is probably the most ass quarterback in the NFL,
Yeah.
I'm
Do-
I'm still in.
Do we think NWI is going to win the outside role, or do we think they're going to actually give it to Dobbs, or do they think Jawan Jennings is going to end up there? Because Jawan Jennings would fit the Colts very well.
Jennings is like rumored to go to like 9 different teams right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not rumored to go to the Colts, but he would
Well,
fit
and-
that team very well.
Yeah, but the Colts are like the one team. I mean, over half the league is the Shanahan style offenses.
Yeah.
Colts are one of the few that aren't. So I get him going to Miami, or I get him going to the Rams, or like half these other teams, because it makes sense. He knows the system. He's been in the system, the verbiage, all the language, like, not that he can't fit the Colts. And I think he could, I think he fits what they need, but it's just not as clear cut to me. I think he's more likely to go to one of these other teams where it's just a clearer fit.
I got NWI pilled last year. I'm not falling for it again.
Yeah. Yeah, so I already had that one as well, the Carolina RB. So we'll go on down here to my haters. Kenyon Sadiq.
Yeah. I mean,
We've already discussed it over there. So, all right, what we got, Lutz? Like, I think we're gonna probably at the bottom end of these might hit the top end of some of the other ones. So,
Yeah. I don't understand. Well, we talked about Arizona running backs already, so I can't say Jeremiah Love. I had Jeremiah Love, which I just don't understand it. Like, dropping to 31 just doesn't make any sense to me.
oh,
He fell.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. I can't get with it.
So you think that he should go up?
No, I don't think he should go up, but I think he should be in that 17 to 20 range that he was going in.
I thought I was going to be low on him. I put him at 23.
Yeah.
So
if you tell me I can get him I'm taking him in the 3rd round every chance I get right now.
Is this real?
what?
I'm assuming Mike Rob's trolling, but
I think he's referring to the Tampa doesn't miss.
Yeah, on the wide receivers.
oh yeah.
I was like, what?
Well, Antonio Brown was good.
Antonio Brown is he's not welcome into the NFL right now, I don't think.
Yeah, why not? Why? He had the best punt return of all time, though.
Oh, for sure. Just kick the Bengals punter in the
Yeah. That is. I'm still mad that was a penalty.
I mean, he's pure entertainment. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He's nothing more than entertainment. But it's like,
Oh yeah.
this guy was hiding out in Dubai for a while. Like, I don't know what he's got going on.
Yeah. Right. All right. So what do you got, Steve? Anywhere. We're getting close.
So I'll go back to positive, and I'm going to say Green Bay pass catchers.
Hell yeah.
Wick, Stubbs gone. They don't add anyone. It just feels really good. I think we know who the top 3 are, and I think we know Savion's the 4. Watson's the one who I don't really think he should move up. I think he's now fairly safe at where he's, range that he's in. To me, Reed especially is probably the best value, but even Golden now feels good. Like, I was a little worried about Golden, and Kraft also feels really good.
Yeah. I think Reed specifically moves up the most. I think Watson stays the same. I think as soon as we get news, if we get news that Tucker Kraft's healthy, and we haven't heard anything on it really, but if he's not going to be on the PUP list, I think he moves up to the Tyler Warren range.
He got hurt pretty early, didn't he?
I think it was later than you'd think. I think it was week 7.
Okay.
Trying to remember.
It was later than you would think.
I think it was 9, maybe.
Oh,
it was
wow.
week 8.
Week
Yeah,
8.
that is later than I thought.
Yeah, so basically he would have had 12 touchdowns and 800 yards. 14.7 fantasy points per game with so he would have had around Brock Bowers fantasy points per game. All right, what do you got, Lutz?
Well, these last two that I got, I tried to find people that neither of you guys would have because I figured if we all had the same list, it would be boring.
Yeah.
My 9 is Malik Davis.
He's a good pick right now, and he is super like if there was a time box contest, I would be taking him because he is super buried in the ranks.
Yeah, I was taking a lot of him towards the end of pre-draft stuff.
Yeah. And then your
my 10. Oh, go ahead.
It's not Jaden Blue. It's not Jaden.
No.
Blue. Yeah, that's the thing.
Jaden Blue, I forgot who it was. Like it was at the coaches meeting, and they were asking one of the coaches about Jaden Blue, and he laughed.
Yeah,
which like I was like, okay, I'm fully out on Jaden Blue now because I was drafting him some, but even with Javonte, like didn't he have a neck injury towards the end of the year? Like he had some shit where he was getting fucked up a little bit.
Yeah, no, he missed the last like 2 games of the year.
Yeah.
All right, what's your last one?
He might be the most ass player in the league coming into the league, but I have to take him because he's going to start. It's Carson Beck.
Carson Beck, huh? How
he's
early
probably
do you
terrible.
think he starts?
It depends how bad whatever starter's in their looks and how early their bye is. If they have like a week 6 bye, he could start half the season.
This is a risers thing. I think Carson Beck for Superflex is going to be kind of like one of those 12th round flyer picks. Like,
yeah, could be.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to find somebody that I didn't think you guys would have that I felt like.
Well, you found one.
He went.
You found one. Congratulations.
How often was he? How often was he starting? Like getting drafted.
A Kyler fan would think Beck is a good option.
I prefaced it with he is probably the most ass player in the league. So don't give me shit, Mike Robb.
All right, what you got, Steve?
So mine is a guy, Alvin Kamara. I don't know why he's going in the 190s. I think he's fully the number 2 back, but it's going to be a 60-40 split, even if it's 65-35.
Yep.
I don't get it.
I'm with you. I think a lot of people are still under the impression that he might retire for some reason.
Yeah,
and I don't see it. Like he's going to want his money.
I put him at 162.
He's being drafted like what 185, 190.
192, I think.
Yeah,
and it's like I'll probably have him in the 150s, but 150s, 160s. I mean, we're just talking multiple rounds of clear value with very little competition. They gave him his money. Because it was a rework deal, but like you said, like why retire? The
get your money
easier. Yeah, like he's not having to get 30 car wrecks a game.
Right. All you got to do in there is catch balls. You got to go in there and catch passes at this point.
Yeah.
My last haterade is Arizona wide receivers, just both of them, just to piggyback off the Carson Beck thing. It just want nothing to do with it. Just. That doesn't mean Carson Beck couldn't come in and have a good game at the end of the season or whatever. But we're taking both of these guys at pick 60 and 75, or at 60 and 80, 65 and 80. And they already have a running back going to the 3rd round and their number 1 pass catcher goes in the 2nd round. That's not an offense that can support 4 players catching balls because Jeremiah Love's going to catch balls. Now, is he going to catch? Even 40 balls, that's quite a bit for a running back. If Trey McBride gets 90 balls and Jeremiah Love gets 40 balls, how much is left for the 2 wide receivers? In an offense, it's not going to be good. I don't see it. Is that worth 2 8th round picks? I'm not seeing it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't really disagree.
And it could just be the McBride, and I had McBride as my next pick if I had another one. So with the same thing, it's something has to be wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
Between Arizona or between the wide receiver, and maybe it's just pass catchers, what you done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't pick just one or 2.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Lutz and Steve, both somebody you hate.
Go ahead, Steve.
So I debated on a couple, but I'm going with QJ, Quentin Johnston. He just doesn't feel like a fit for Mike McDaniel. I brought in Charlie Kohler and a fullback. So I think they could go more 2 tight end sets. I just feel Trey Harris could overtake him. He was overtaking him a lot as a blocker as it was. And then, they add a receiver who apparently Mike McDaniel is a really big fan of, and Brennan Thompson makes a lot of sense. Like he's like the Tyreek Hill. That's his upside case. And that's the one thing QJ had on these other guys is his vertical ability. Well, if Brennan Thompson's now their guy, not saying it's going to be right off the bat, but I just feel his pick 100-ish range, what is it? I just looked it up. 108 feels thin right now. Like that's like his upside case. And I just don't like taking him at his upside.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was never a QJ guy to begin with. I've seen him drop too many passes. Like,
Exactly.
he can catch the occasional 70-yard, whatever, but
there's too many people that go right behind him right now that are values, in my opinion. Like Xavier Worthy kind of needs to move up, but like I don't think he's like a big riser, but I think he should go ahead of QJ quite often. Like Concepcion should probably, maybe, I don't know. Like that one's weird. Like should he or should he not? Right? Like he's still got first round capital, and like if he's their number 2, if
went over QJ easily.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like if Arizona has 2 wide receivers, like Arizona and will probably have a better offense than Cleveland, but like not by a lot, right? In my opinion. And we look at where the capital is at Arizona, you look at where the capital is on Cleveland. Like even if they're only 75% of Arizona's offense, like their players are priced better.
Mm-hmm.
right.
So, like but yeah, I just kind of agree that I don't know how we got on Cleveland talking about QJ, but we got there, and like I just think that like a lot of those like he just needs to fall a tier, kind of like being Egbuka, maybe 2 tiers. Like he needs to go down to like Jalen McMillan, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 120s, 130s.
Yeah, like Jalen Coker, like Quentin Johnston. Like I'm gonna take Coker over him, but like I think like that range of players probably. I don't know if that's what Steve agrees with or not.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's roughly in that same ballpark.
Yeah. All right, what you got, Lutz?
Cortland Sutton. Guy sucks.
Get him, Steve.
I think he's still needs to be the team's, in terms of fantasy, wide receiver 1, just from a touchdown upside standpoint. He's one of the best red zone receivers in the league. And, he could have double-digit touchdowns, which keeps him just too viable, in my opinion.
He could. I mean, he did when they didn't have Jalen Waddle, but I don't know. I've seen him drop too many passes. I felt like he dropped too many passes last year. Like, he just wasn't doing shit towards the end of the year. I think Pat Bryant's going to eat his lunch, and they have Waddle. It doesn't look good for him in my opinion, and I hate him. You got the Amber Alert.
Tornado. Yeah, I'm gonna die, guys. It's been storming literally for the last 5 hours here.
Oh damn! Now, I'm surprised nobody mentioned Swift as a riser.
I love DeAndre Swift. Yeah,
I hate him, but I just think he should rise, and I think it's justifiable. Like I don't think he's very good, but
apparently ETR has him ranked at like 37.
Yeah, see, that's wild.
But like Pat Bryant alert. Pat Bryant.
God.
Pat Bryant alert. We got him.
Yeah, I'm just surprised. I left Swift off because I knew you liked Swift.
Oh, we actually got the sirens. So there's actually one here. So
you in the basement?
Nah, I'm here. I don't have a basement.
He said, "Nah, I'm here.
Nah, we got business. We
I'll
got
pray for you, bro."
it's but like so when I was a kid, a tornado literally went over the top of our house. It was bright green outside, and you started hearing the boards crack,
Oh nah, I'm cool.
and
I would
like
have.
Yeah,
it
nope,
was
nope.
wild.
Nah.
Like it was wild. The neighbor, like we were like that was like we didn't know it was above us. The neighbor come running over like 5 minutes after that happened. And he's like, "You guys all right?" We're like, "Yeah, everything's good." Like we didn't understand what was going on, but like he's like, "I looked out my front door and the tornado was literally over your house coming towards me."
Oh God.
Could you imagine opening
Nope.
up your front door to like see how bad it is, and it's like near death? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Nah.
no, thank you.
Yeah,
like,
I'm cool on tornadoes and
yeah,
earthquakes. I can't
yeah,
do.
yeah. Uh, but that ripped her home in half. She was inside. Wow.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. It. She was a teen. Yeah. It.
Oh, God.
It's not a fun experience. I'll tell you that. Like being like around one, and then one hit my dad's work while we were here, or while he
God.
was there at one point. And he's maintenance, so he was the guy I had to run around and close all the doors and everything. Was as just like,
Is there like tornado? Is that the sirens?
yeah.
Is that like a tornado season by you? Or
I
is it
hope
just
it's
like
I hope it's
year-round thing?
tornado. So I hope it's tornado and not bombs. You know,
Oh
like
God.
yeah, but no, it's yeah, that's the sirens.
That's
So
wild.
yeah, so if I lose power, I guess I lose power. Uh, yeah, it's awfully loud, but
Yeah.
all right, what do you got in the haterade here to finish us out, Lutz and Steve?
Go ahead, Steve.
I think who's going to disagree with me on this? I'm going to say Mike Washington. I wasn't the biggest fan to begin with, and I wanted him to go to a spot where I could see him consolidating a role. I just don't see it here. He is probably the number two, but he's going just way too high compared to other like clear number twos. Like the Ray Davises or Bigsby's or guys like that. So, if he's going in the 180s, that's one thing, but where he's going right now, at least where his ADP was pre-draft and where it opens here, I just think it's way too high.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I originally like moved him up a little bit, and I think it's just wrong. I think it was wrong. Like I wanted him to go to a spot where he doesn't have to fight for anything, and we got that because I don't think he's great.
Yeah.
Like I think if he's in some kind of a battle, it wouldn't be good. But he's literally went to like if Emmett Johnson got this spot, we would be very bullish, right? Because we
Yeah.
think that he can kind of replace some things, and not that he's going to replace Genty by any means, but like I think that like our prior, like if we look at the capital that was spent on Mike Washington and the situation, like it is a fine situation. I do agree that like me putting them at like 135 initially is wrong. Like I'm definitely going to move him down to like 150 ish.
Yeah.
Like I don't like him as a prospect, but the situation is awesome. Like to be honest, like if Genty goes down, he's the only guy. He's it.
Yeah. I do think it's still a Najee spot. They've already flirted
It
with
could
him
be.
multiple
It could be.
times. And even if not, just feels almost like the 49ers last year. They drafted Jordan James and then had Isaac Rendo and everyone else there, and they said, "Yeah, we're going to go get Brian Robinson Jr. for a 6th-round pick because we don't trust these young guys." So I could see that being a situation as well where they go out and trade for some third back somewhere.
Yeah, I agree. I had Mike Washington too, but I'm gonna have to pivot off it because I don't like repeating. I'm going Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
I don't think he's good. And I think there is a real chance that they play Kirk Cousins as long as they possibly can this year.
I actually think he's good. I don't know if he's going to be good year one.
Yeah.
First, like, so I can kind of see that.
I think the last time we had a first overall pick who didn't start the year was Baker Mayfield, and then a couple years before that, Jared Goff. Both those guys got in way earlier. Mayfield was like game 5, Goff was game 9, I believe. There's a real chance Cousins holds on to this job for 12 games, even more. And that just totally kills your fantasy value. Even if you're there for the playoff weeks, it just becomes really thin. Like Chuck was able to do it, but Chuck was a 18th round click. So Mendoza has to go 18th round, in my opinion. And clearly he wasn't being taken there. And that could change. I mean, we could get to camp and they're like, oh, Mendoza's going to win this job, all this kind of BS. But yeah, I'm kind of with you on the sense that like it feels like Mendoza, I'm bullish on his long-term outlook, but year one, underdog best ball doesn't feel good at all.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I'm gonna have some because I'm gonna have some Bowers and Genty. I'm just gonna take the stack because I think that he's definitely gonna be there at the end of the at the end. Like I think he's gonna be cheap enough to like as a third stack for a playoff push is fine. But I don't love the price. I will say that.
Yeah.
But that's all we got. You guys have anything before we head out?
Nope.
Stay safe. That's all I got.
I mean, I'm gonna go
Go in the
there,
bathtub and put some blankets. Is that what you're supposed to do in a tornado?
I'm actually gonna go pop some popcorn and start a movie. Might watch Twister. I don't know.
I was going to say watch Twister.
Like, yeah. Actually, it was like a month ago. I was driving to work, and I told the story on stream. But I was driving to work, and like just all of a sudden, it just got real windy, and the wind was coming from the west, which is normal. Well, as soon as I passed one of the cities around here and got out into where it's just cornfields, like the wind changed directions and it was coming from the south. And I was driving 60 and it was going fast enough that something flew past my car. And then I got to work because it's like a 35-minute drive. And a guy at work who lived like directly 2 miles west of where I was at the time, like he was already at work, but he got a call when I got there that his barn got blown over.
Oh,
like
damn.
The whole top got pushed off and all that. So it's kind of a common occurrence where I live, these things. So I don't let it get it. Like if it was going to get me, it would have got me when I was a kid. We're good. We're good. But I want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you guys for stopping in as well. We will be doing this every week. We'll be back next Monday. Not sure what the subject will be. I actually have a name for this podcast. I didn't do it here because this is just kind of a fun exercise to like start the process. Next week, we'll probably get a little bit more into some data and do some things more along the lines of what Steve and I were doing previously. So, anything like see everybody later. Anything? I finally put Steve's information in the descriptions. I like forgot all about it. My bad, but
It's all good.
Yeah, if I don't see you again, it was good while it lasted, brother. Like. If my one BBM entry wins Best Ball Mania, this one I have, and you don't see from me, be sure to tell Underdog to give it to somebody I know. Like, all right. I'll see everybody later. Have a good day. Peace.
Peace.